Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. That's Katie. You guys haven't seen her in a while. So yeah, I'm here at her kinda place for the time being. So today I am continuing my little Motionless and White series. You guys know I did the part 1 of my experiences like a couple days ago, and so I'm now making the part 2, and it's a good thing I have Katie here because she was actually with me the second time I saw them. Well, the third time I saw them technically. But, okay. So how, the second time meeting them and third time seeing them came about was, I'm taking my glasses off because you guys can see a glare, and I'm like that. What happened was, like I said, after Carolina Rebellion, I got really into them, and Katie will vouch for this, like, they were my everything. I was obsessed. Like, it was Motionless and White or nothing else. And so, we worked at a factory job, and I was sneak texting Tiffany, and I was telling her about how I really want to see them, and I looked it up, and they were on tour. They were doing the Half God, Half Devil tour with In This Moment, and Tiffany had told me that she was a real big fan of In This Moment, and she loved Maria, and of course Motionless and White. So literally, I told her about it that night. I was just like, and it was weird how they announced the dates, because they had announced they were coming to North Myrtle Beach on July 1st. And so I was like, oh, like I wasn't even serious. I was like, we should go to Myrtle Beach and go see them. And she's like, yeah, we should. I'm like, yeah, haha. And she's like, let's do it. I'm like, really? So, yeah, literally that night that I brought it up, she had already bought the hotel, and we had it booked, and we were going. And so that was that. And then, like, a week later, they had announced that they were going to be in Charlotte the day before, which was really weird, because why are you going to announce this, and this date, and then go back and announce this, and this date in between? But it was whatever. We were going to try to go to both the dates, but we had booked the hotel room for the previous day before, and the hotel room, how much we ended up paying for the hotel?
Me and you both put in about $150.
Yeah, the hotel was like $150 each day, because it was really close to like the boardwalk and everything. It was a really nice hotel. So we knew that if we had gone to the concert that night before, Myrtle Beach is like a how many hour drive?
Wasn't it about 6?
Yeah, about a 5-6 hour drive. And we knew that if we got the hotel for that day, that full day, so we knew that we would get to the hotel like sometime after midnight, so we wouldn't even be in the hotel at all that day, and we just didn't want to just book a hotel and pay that much money to not even be there for that day, if that makes sense. So yeah, we didn't do that. So, and then we went to Myrtle Beach the day before, and we hung out a little bit, walked around the boardwalk, and it was really cool. And it was the first time that I had been to Myrtle Beach, so it was really cool. We had fun. I got a few buttons for my bag, and I'm gonna get my bag, and I'm gonna show you guys. Yeah, my infamous old reliable bag. I got my Death Note buttons, which are this one, and this one, and this one, and that one, at a really cool, oh, we got that at a really cool shop on the boardwalk, which was like kind of like a comic book shop almost in a way, but it's like mainly focused on heroes, and Tiffany bought them for me, so that was really cool. Anyway, and then we went home that night, and we got pizza, and then we were all tired, so we like passed the fuck out like really early, or early to us. We passed out around like 10 or 11, I want to say, and all I knew was that next day, because we were only staying for the day before the concert, the day of the concert, and then the day after the concert, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so we went to bed, and they knew that I was about to get up like hella early, like no alarms were needed. Didn't I get up like?
Oh no, man.
I remember getting up like really, really early. I don't remember if I was the first one up. Tiffany might have been, but I know I was up, and I was like, let's go, let's go, let's go. And then we went, and we got up early, we went to the beach, and I just dyed my hair, like, the week beforehand for a job that I just got. And I put red over purple, so it made like a redder, because, you know, I couldn't have purple for that job. And so, my dumbass, I love the beach, I love the ocean, I love swimming, I love everything about it. It's a good time. So, I go and Katie called me out for it afterwards. I run straight into the ocean and dive headfirst in because I got so excited. And then I remember just being in the car and Katie was like, "Why did you dive headfirst in the ocean with your freshly dyed hair?" Anything you want to say about that?
Your hair was bleeding all in the shower.
It was.
The shower was a mess. The white curtains were a mess.
And we got so afraid that they were going to charge us extra because my hair dye had bled. But when I went to Rebellion, the same thing happened because I just dyed it purple and I washed my hair, so they didn't. And yeah, so that was a good thing. But yeah, I dived headfirst into the ocean because I got really overexcited. And so yeah, but my hair ended up looking bomb anyway, so it was okay. Bled a little bit, but it was fine. Anyway, okay, so we stayed at the beach for literally not even an hour. I want to say, we didn't stay long. I really wish we could have stayed longer because, like, literally all throughout that entire trip, that was the only time we went to the beach or swimming at all. And so we stayed there for like an hour, like I said, and then we went back to the hotel, and we got in the hotel, and it was around 10, 11. And so we all took turns taking showers. And we're not going to tell you about what happened in between taking the showers. You remember the room?
Shut up.
So, yeah, we're not going to talk about that. It was a fun time. And so, we all took turns taking showers, getting ready. And, bless that hotel for not running out of hot water. So then, we all get done showering. We all put on our outfits. And, I remember I was, like, in front of the mirror for, like, a good old hour, 2 hours, trying to make sure everything was perfect. And I did a really cute look. I'll probably insert a couple of pictures here of my look because I was pretty happy with it. I thought it looked pretty good. The only thing I would have changed is I did like a gray eyeshadow, and I thought it was cute, but like I could have done like a way better look. It's my only critique of myself.
That looked great.
Katie did look great. I will have to say that because you got those of you guys that don't know, a thing that In This Moment did for this past tour, I don't know if they do it for every tour, Maria has this thing, you know, they have that song Horror, to where if you're the person that's dressed most like Maria, or like most insane, or like the best that she sees, she has the horror hat. She has different horror hats at every date, and it's like a dunce cap, and it says horror, so she will give you the horror hat. So me and Tiffany and Katie, we made sure, because Katie had long-ass blonde hair. Katie looks like Maria's doppelganger. Katie could be Maria in the next life. So, we made
Cut it
her...
all off, though.
Yeah, she did that. But it looks good. But anyway, she looked just like Maria. And we were barricade too. And so, we made sure she looked just like Maria so she could get the horror hat. And anyway, so, we have to talk about a major setback we had before we went to the concert. That, of course, one of the best days of my life could not go without a rough patch.
Henna?
Yeah, the hennas. So, did we go to the henna place? We went back to the hotel and then went to the henna place? Yeah, because I put on that pink shirt. We went to this souvenir shop, and there was a lady there, some Russian foreign lady, who was like, "Oh, I do henna tattoos." And so, Tiffany was getting a henna tattoo, and we got small ones on our arms. Like, I got one here on my arm, and it was maybe about, you can't see, about that, not that big, not that big. And the lady had told Tiffany that, what, it was going to be like $16? Mm-hmm. It was going to be $16, and so, you know, I looked at a design around the same size, and so I'm like, okay, $16, that's not bad, because I had made sure to save enough money to be able to buy merch, because there was a shirt that I really, really, really wanted, and it was the Not My Type shirt that on the back said, "If she's got a pulse and she's not my type." And so I was like, okay, I think I had like $60. I'm like, okay, I can spend like $14 on this henna and be really cool and really badass. But oh yeah, I got this. And then go and still have money left over to buy a shirt and have about 20, a little less than $20 left over, and be fine, because I didn't get paid that next week until that following Wednesday. So, and that was my last check from a job that I had just quit, and I was going to use it for Warped Tour. So, we get these hennas done. The lady's really nice. She's asking us, like, oh, well, are you guys from here? We say, no, we're from North Carolina. We came for a concert. It's my favorite band, and, you know, so, it's a fun time. And then we get done, and the lady's just like, oh, I like you. We do special discount. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. She charged us, like, $70 for 2 tattoos. 2 little small ass. I don't even remember what Tiffany got. But it wasn't like anything really elaborate or intricate or anything. It was so small. Like I said, mine was literally, it was just an anchor that said sink or swim. And I'll probably like insert a picture around here. So yeah, that was like a bunch of bullshit. So Katie wasn't there. She went in further into the store to go do some shopping. And literally, I did not, like, I bought them presents, and I didn't have a present for Ryan, so I was going to buy him a present there, and it took all of my money, because Tiffany didn't have any money, like, a lot of money to spend. So, I ended up spending the rest of my money, and then Tiffany put in some on it, and just, yeah, that was, like, it was right before the concert, and so we were all, like, pissed off. Tiffany was crying, I wanted to cry, and it was just really stressful.
It was a very bad time. We didn't get to do anything else because everybody was broke.
Yeah. Katie, like, almost.
I was the only one with money left.
Yeah. And we were not going to let Katie spend any money, you know, on us. And it was bullshit because the lady was just like, oh, $16. Not $60 fucking dollars, so.
I told you, if you guys would have came and got me, I would have gone over there and straightened that out real fast.
Yeah. But we just did it, and so, yeah, we went to the hotel, and we all had our moments, and we were just, it was real rough to do that, and by that time, it was like noon, 1 into 2-ish, somewhere around there, and we had to be at the venue around 3:45, so we all just, like, we did the final adjustments to our outfits, and touched up our makeup, and then we left. We left early, though. We left around, like, 1. We left around 1 or 2. Scratched what I just said. We left around 1 or 2, and got there early to make sure that we were going to be the first ones in, and I'm a terrible person, because I bought all these tickets, and I kind of didn't get Katie VIP, and I love you so much.
I'm over it.
And, yeah, but Tiffany was trying to, like, make me feel a little bad, but it's okay, and Katie knows I got her next time around. So, yeah, me and Tiffany went, we were in line, like, up front first, and then we went in because, you know, we were going to do VIP, and we met, a girl. She's pretty cool, at least to us. Her name was Ace, and you can find her on Instagram. Her name is Ace in the Pit. She was pretty cool. She's alright. Katie had a different experience, but Ace, she's alright. Anyway, we went, and we lined up to go to the VIP, and I just remember standing out there at Tiffany, and I was just like, I was excited, but then I felt bad because we left Katie out there, like, in the regular line, and she was by herself, but the people she didn't know, we were in a foreign state, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm such a piece of shit. But it'll be okay, we'll be together soon. So, they finally let us in, and me and Tiffany were, like, the third people in the line, and I was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then I remember, like, because they had the backdrop, and then the guys were, of course, like, right there, and I was trying to focus on Tiffany, because I knew if I would have watched them walk in, I would have been canceled. I would have. And so we were waiting in line to meet them, and then it was going to be our turn, and we were talking, and oh god, Kylie was taking the pictures for them, so when the flash would go off, you saw, like, the outline of them and their shadows, and me and Tiffany were talking, and Tiffany was like, oh, there's Vinny. I'm like, how can you tell? She's like, you can see the outline of his hair. I'm like, yeah, him and his damn Sweeney Todd hair. And Tiffany was like, shut up, stop talking shit about Vinny. And then, like, she went like that to me. And next thing I know is, like, there's a little light on the stage, so you can see when the guys move. And next thing I know, I just see Vinny's shadow go like this. I'm like, because, like I said, I was a Vinny girl ever since Carolina Rebellion. And then she's like, man, quit talking shit about Vinny. And I'm like, Vinny, I'm sorry. And then I heard him chuckle. And she's like, I love you. And so, yeah, first impression with Vinny. Second first impression with Vinny. Great. What do you think about that first impression? Were you even paying attention to me?
I'm a third shifter. I haven't slept in the past 24 hours.
Okay. Anyway.
Barely listening to myself read.
Anyways, so the way it went was me and Tiffany had decided to do it separate. And I don't know why we didn't go back and do a picture together. I guess neither of us thought about it, but we just decided to do our meet and greet separate. And so Tiffany went up first because I was hella nervous. Like, anybody will tell you if you know me, when I go to meet anybody, I get extremely nervous because of my anxiety. And I'm just like, I'm going to mess up, I'm going to screw up, they're not going to like me, the world's going to end, it's going to be like catastrophic, and yeah, whatever. And so she went first, and then like Kylie was there, and she's like, okay, it's your turn. She put her hand on my back, and I'm like, okay. And I don't remember if this was beforehand or after, but I was supposed to buy a cardigan from Kylie off of her Depop, and I had asked her if I could get it at my date of that tour, since she was going on tour, to just, you know, it'd be easier, and she wouldn't have to ship it, and I wouldn't have to pay shipping. She's like, yeah, we can do that. And Tiffany had told her when she went through her time that I was the person that did that, and then Kylie was just like, oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot it at home. And then she hugged me, and I was just like, oh, it's fine, it's fine. That hug, that made up for it. I'm like, we're good, it's good, everything's good. So yeah, and then I just remember I rounded the corner to walk in front of them, and just Chris smiled at me, and I was canceled. I was so canceled. Everything was canceled. If you guys have never seen Chris Motionless smile in person, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's like the most genuine smile. It's like looking at a toddler smile. It's just, oh, I was canceled. And he was just like, hi, and I was like, hi. Because, and I think Katie will tell you, when I get nervous, I talk in such a small voice, and it's like really shaky, and it's small, and it's like, hi, how are you guys? Like, I'm good. Like, oh my gosh, you're you, and yeah, so I don't remember everything about the meet and greet, but I remember I did that, and Chris was the main person I talked to, because I was, like, freaking out, for lack of a better term. I was shaking, and it was so bad, and so, I don't remember, like, I remember he was just like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, I'm good, how are y'all? And he's like, we're good. And then I was talking to them, and then I told, he could tell I was nervous, because I told him I had gifts for them. Like I said, they were in this bag, and this bag had maybe a few lesser buttons on it. And I went to, because the way this bag is has a little latch, so you put it on here, and you turn it, and then you turn it to open it. So I got so starstruck, and I was just shaking, and like, you could tell I was shaking, I was nervous, I was trembling, and it was just, I remember just being in front of Chris, in front of all of them. They're kind of like, Devin was like, I was here, and Devin was like here, and Ryan was here, then Chris was like right in front of me, and then Ricky was kind of like right here, and then Vinny was like right here. So like, they were kind of around me, but kind of like at an angle, and like, I was like, I have presents for you guys. He's like, oh, you're so sweet. I'm like, thank you. And then I was just like, this is all you heard, because I could not get in my back because I was shaking. And like, you had me leaned over my back. Like, I'm sorry, I'm nervous. I'm sorry, I'm nervous. I'm sorry, I'm nervous. Like an idiot. And Chris was just, he put his hand on my back. And he was like rubbing my back. He's like, it's okay, it's okay. Have you seen us before? And blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, I saw you guys were at Rebellion. I actually took a picture with Kylie and I bought that to give to her. And he was just like, well, you're in luck because Kylie's right there. And I'm just like, yes, Christopher, I see Kylie. And so I took out the picture that I had brought to give to Kylie, and it's a picture that you guys saw in the last video. And I was like, Ricky, you and Ghost commented on my shirt, and because I was an idiot. Like I told you guys, when I first became a fan, I was a Ricky girl wholeheartedly, and I didn't know who Vinny was, so I'm an idiot. And so, yeah, I said Ricky instead of Vinny, but I showed all the guys, and then Ricky was just like, oh yeah, I remember you, and Ghost nodded, like, yeah, I do. And then, like, Vinny had, like, slightly nodded, he's like, oh yeah. And so, and then Chris said, do you remember me? I was like, oh my god, they remember me. Judging Katie because she's taking a selfie. And so, yeah, it was a good time. And then I handed out their presents, and I wish I had pictures of the presents, but I don't. I gave Ghost one of my favorite teddy bears. It was a zombie teddy bear from Toys R Us, not Toys R Us, Build-A-Bear. And it was one of their limited edition Halloween teddy bears from the previous year. And I wrote him a letter because, like, I was a real big Ghost fan then. I love Ghost now, but it's not as much as it was, as I did. But I still love him. I think he's fabulous. And it was just like, hey, I love, like, I think it's amazing that you are you without any apology. I love that you have no fear of being yourself, and you inspire so many people to be themselves, and just, you're awesome. I love you, pretty much. And then I told him, like, the bear's name was Jimmy, because of Green Day. Obvious reference. And I'm like, this is Jimmy. He likes listening to Marilyn Manson and cuddling, so, and he's excited that you and Kylie are his new parents, so yeah. I bet he probably threw the letter away, and I don't know. I gave Ricky a necklace that I have the other half of, which is at my house. It was a pizza necklace, and his was gold, mine was silver, and it says, you're my home slice. And I now regret that because I now know that Ricky hates pizza. So yeah. I gave Vinny a snapback, and it said New York, and it was black and white, and it's really cute, and I'm still waiting for the day he posts a picture and that, because I'll be like, I gave you that, Vincenzo. That was me. Hi, how you doing? And then for Chris and Ryan, I had got an extra gift to give Ghost. It was the buzzing chapstick from Burt's Bees, and it had like a skull on it, and it was really cool. And so I gave Chris the red one. I don't remember. I think it's called cinnamon, something like that. And I gave him that one because it made me think about cinematic. So I'm just like, cinnamon.
I'm not laughing at you. Steven messaged me.
Anyway, I gave him cinnamon because cinematic, and so yeah. And then there's a pink one that I was gonna give Ghost, but I didn't know what to get Ryan. Mia was the Ryan girl, and I asked her, and she's like, oh no, he's so, like, simple, so you can get him anything. And so I didn't, and plus I'd spent the money earlier, so I didn't end up being able to buy him anything. So I gave him that, and I told him it was from Mia, and I'm like, it's one condition. He's like, what? I'm like, you have to use it on y'all's wedding day. And so he laughed, and Chris laughed, and yeah.
It was a good time.
It was a good time. Oh, and another,
the dog laughed.
Jesus laughed. It was a good time. One thing I forgot to mention, Chris, Katie knows this, I compare him to a golden retriever a lot because that is what he's like. He's just like a big ass golden retriever. Literally, he was so excited for everybody getting their presents. When I gave Ghost the teddy bear, it had like an X where its eye was ripped out and had bruises, and it was really cool. He's like, you chose the right teddy bear to give this fucker, and I'm like, Christopher. And then I gave Ricky his necklace, and literally I handed him the necklace with because it had the cardboard it was on, and it was wrapped up, and I gave it to him. And Chris was like, is that pizza? And I was like, this is so precious. And yeah, it was a good time. And then I don't remember, and then he laughed at him and Ryan getting the chapstick. Oh, and then when I gave him his, he was just like, oh my gosh, this is that buzzing shit, isn't it? It's like, my girlfriend has this. It's fucking intense. And I was like, Christopher. So yeah, that was a thing. It was a good time. Another thing that had happened before I took my picture, like I showed you guys in the last video, I really, really wanted to get them to write out some more lyrics for tattoos that I wanted. And so I was right there, and it was either right before or right after I took my picture. I was like, Chris, could you...
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
I was like, could you write down these lyrics for my tattoo? And so he's like, yeah, sure. And then he's like, what do you want? And I'm like, could you write down There's Just No Rest for the Queen of the Dead? He's like, yeah, sure. Let's get through the line first, and then you guys wait over there, and then we'll have you come back, and I'll write them for you. And I was like, okay, that works. Ignore the dogs in the background. So, ow. Yeah, so he did that, and it was absolutely fucking fantastic. And then it was so funny because I took a video on Snapchat of me waiting, like, it said, Motionless told me to wait here, and it's just a video of me freaking out. And so, I'll probably, like, insert that in here somewhere. And it was really funny because we heard them, you know, testing the drum and shit in the background. Let me adjust you guys for a second. And so, me and Tiffany are both band kids. We've both been in band. And so, you know, when we hear, like, you know, drum beats, we start marking time and marching and, you know. And so, literally, all we heard was... So me and Tiffany instantly, we just looked at each other, we were just like, mark, time, mark. And we just started, like, you know, marking time and marching around and goofing off. And we got into an argument because she played clarinet and I was color guard. And so she's like, oh, flags aren't really part of band. I'm like, yes, we are. We're legit shit. And anyway, so she had said something. And when I laugh, I snort. Like, it's not cute. It's not any, like, oh, or anything like that. When I laugh, hold on, I will get Katie to tell you, hold on. Okay guys, like I said, my laugh when I snort, like when something's really, really funny, I snort. And like I said, it's not a cute snort. It's not like a, oh, you see on the TV shows when a girl snorts. I'm like, oh, this is so cute. Katie, do you want to tell them how bad it is when I snort?
It's bad. It sounds like a pig.
How else would you describe it? Like, if something's really legitly, like, funny, and I'm just, like, laughing my ass off, how?
It sounds like the noise you make when you accidentally sniff soda up your nose, and it just all comes out, and you start coughing like a maniac. That's what it sounds like.
Nobody's ever told me that before. Sniffing soda and coughing like a maniac. Okay.
I mean, I hope it wasn't Coke.
You're canceled. Okay, so like Katie said, my laugh is just it's coughing. Yeah, it's what she said. So when Tiffany said a joke, literally a joke. Katie didn't know this until, like, just a second ago, by the way. When he said a joke, let's try not getting red light. Literally, I was right beside him, like, we were side by side. I was maybe 10 feet away from him, 10, 20 feet. I snorted, like, it was just a single snort, and it was just, like, lasted for 5 minutes, or not 5 minutes, like 5 seconds, just like a grand pig snort. And from the corner of my eye, of course, automatically my response was like, that did not just come out of my mouth beside Motionless and White. So, yeah, automatically, Vinny just, like, I see out the corner of my eye, him look at me, and then he just starts laughing. And I was canceled. I wanted to go dead. So yeah, that happened. And then after, because Tiffany had told me that when she met them, you know, Chris kind of fangirled over her shirt because it was an older shirt. It was like one of their first merch items. And he took a picture of it, and yeah. And she said she was mostly talking to Vinny. And
by the way, Lily's going to be coming down here in a minute to fix that door.
Okay. And so yeah. And then we went back over to talk to the guys, and the first thing Tiffany did was apologize. She's like, I'm sorry, I didn't talk to any of you guys. And they're like, oh no, it's cool. And then I went to Chris, and Chris was like signing my tattoo, and I was just like, thank you. And then after I went to Chris, I went to Ryan, because Mia, like I said, is a big Ryan girl. And I called her, and Ryan talked to her on the phone, and they had like a little conversation. It's mostly like, hi. I had went to Warped Tour the day before, so she didn't really have a voice, and it was just so cute, because Ryan, like, couldn't hear her, and he's like, is she still there? And handed me the phone. I'm like, you still there? And she's like, yes. And I'm just like, she's still there. She's just dying. He's like, oh, okay. And so he was laughing. It was a cute time. And then after that, I went back over to Tiffany, who was talking to Chris about Gaia and the chapstick, and, yeah. And then we were getting ready to leave, and then, like, I saw Ricky, and, like I said, huge Ricky horror fan. Ricky was the one who said during the show was really cute. She's tired. And so, like, I walked up to him. I was so nervous.
It's a pony. You're walking it on a dog leash. That's so cute. I want
it. My best friend, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm too tired for this. Okay, I worked third shift and I haven't slept in the past 24 hours.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, we worked third shift, and literally the day before the concert, it was my last day at that job, and she stayed there for a while after. But
over 24 hours.
Yeah, we went straight from working 11 to 7 to, like, I spent the night at her house, like, the morning, because, like I said, it's my last day, and they let us go home early. And so I had my shit there, and then we got up, like, 8, and then just left, and we were on the way.
Now I work from 10:20 to 6:40.
And I'm getting ready to work from 6 to 6, so. But anyway, we're getting ready to leave, and, like, Tiffany was walking up the steps, and we hung out with them, just talking and chilling for, like, I want to say 30 minutes. I felt bad, because I felt like I was wasting their time before, like, their chill time before the show, but they were all chill and just talking to us and laughing, and it was, like, the best 30 minutes of my life, and, yeah. So, I was walking to go up the steps behind Tiffany, and I saw Ricky, and, oh, I walked up and I was like, Ricky, could you write out a tattoo for me? And he's like, yeah, sure, what do you want? He is so small and sweet, and my heart was just... Ricky Olsen is one of the most adorable people on the face of the earth, and Jamie is very lucky. Anyway, as you guys can tell, I have an accent. And people tell me, it's either they're like, oh, your accent's so cute, or what the hell is your accent? Like, you know, she was just leaving. My accent's really bad. What the hell was that?
Shower upstairs.
Okay, I'm like, what the hell? Like, is a demon trying to tell me my accent's bad too? But Katie will tell you, I have a really bad accent, like, because she's from the north, and she's probably like, what the hell? How the hell would she talk like that? And so, I wanted Ricky to write out Horror Queen like you guys saw. And, of course, me being nervous. And when I get nervous, my accent gets worse. So, it's like, sure, what do you want me to write out? And I was like, Horror Queen. And he's like, I'm like, Horror Queen. And English, it's not happening. No, it was canceled. So, I literally looked at Ricky, and he was looking at me, and he was smiling, and I'm just like, you know what I'm trying to say? He's like, yeah, you're trying to say. I'm like, okay. I think she's looking at animals. She's looking at animals.
He's smiling.
She's looking at cute animals.
Oh my gosh, I just want to throw this outside. It's getting on my nerves because I want to lean back, but I don't want to touch it at the same time. I might get a fun.
I was so confused. It stopped recording for a second. Okay, we're good. But yeah, so... yeah, Ricky wrote it out, and Ricky's handwriting is amazing. So, with that, we left and went outside to wait in line to get back in the show. Hi guys, it is a couple days later now, and this is like kind of a afterthought video. I've decided to take the video, like the part 2 video, and divide it into 2 parts because the footage I have of me explaining all of it ended up being over an hour because, like, it was a really eventful day. And so, this is the end of part 1, and yeah, so I've decided I'm going to try to make the days that I upload to be Tuesday and Sunday. And I know I missed Sunday, but it was my sister's birthday, and there's a lot going on. And yeah, so I wasn't able to edit or anything. But yeah, so I'm uploading this today. Anything else? There are a there were a few other minor things that happened at the meet and greet, because I'm going to try to, like, where I'm dividing it is from, I'm going to do the first part of the video of what happened during the meet and greet, and then the second part to be the concert. So, at the meet and greet, it was also, because after, sorry, like I said, I'm terrible at remembering things, but when I met them, I said we could have 2 things signed. So I got my poster signed, of course, and then, like I said, I have my notebook signed, and, you know, I was talking to Chris about it, and then, no, I was talking to Chris in general, and then, so I went back to Vinny so they could sign my notebook, and literally, like I said, I am horrible when I first meet somebody, because I'm so shy, I'm so nervous, I think I'm gonna fuck up, I think I'm just gonna, like, they're gonna look at me and I'm gonna, like, explode and turn into a million pieces and just, the world's gonna end. But, so I walked up, and I don't have my notebook in here, but let me grab a book to show you guys what I did. Okay, so I pretend this is my notebook. I had it, like, right here, and I walked up to Vinny, and Vinny was, like, on his phone, it's like, trap demon shit, blah, blah, like, not even really paying me attention, because he thought I was talking to Chris, because I think Tiffany might have been talking to Chris or something. So I woke up, and I'm just like, and then he looks up, he's like, oh, I'm like, he's like, hey, I'm like, he's just like, you want me to sign that? And I'm just like, uh-huh. The only noise I can make, because I'm stupid, and nothing else would come out. And he freaking killed me. He killed me. He killed me. He killed me. He was just like, oh, you know, he was just, like, before he said that, because, you know, it's my notebook, and I guess, like, he was making sure. He's like, are you sure? And I'm like, he's like, are you really sure? Are you really, really sure? I'm like, huh? Like an idiot. And then he's just like, oh, you're so cute. I'm just like, that's why I did on the inside, because Vincenzo Morrow called me cute. Vincenzo Morrow called me cute. Like, so yeah, and I just, like, smiled and laughed, and just, like, I could not talk to him. It was so bad, because even after that, I didn't stay and try to talk to him. I just smiled at him, and, like, I stood there in front of him for a second, and then, you know, the guys passed out my poster, so I went to go get my poster, and then, like, we just, like, smiled at each other, and I just walked away. So yeah, that was a fun time. And then, I think that's all I forgot to talk about. If I look back at the videos and see anything else I forgot to talk about, I'll probably add that in. So yeah, literally, like I said, best day of my life. So thank you guys for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe. It's the first time you've seen my freaky face. And remember, peace, love, Green Day, emotions. Oh, one more thing. The guys did announce the part 2 of the Graveyard Shift tour for the US states. I am hopefully either going to Kentucky, or my friend Becca, who runs Trap Demon Updates, or me and her run Trap Demon Updates now. Yes, I'm calling her. Yes. And so, we had talked about me and her going to the New Jersey date and trying to make a trip out of it and go to Pennsylvania, and, like, we'll just see how it works out. So yeah, that's, yep. But I will be at Kentucky, if anything. I am going to Kentucky, because Kentucky's only 5 hours away, and I went 5 hours away on Devil's Night to see them in Virginia, so yeah. Anyways, yeah guys, that's all. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace, love, Green Day, and Motionless, and I will see you guys later. Bye.
Propose my love, I'm sending love for the both of us. I'm ready to bury all of my bones. I'm ready to